Have you ever had a paralysis nightmare? Where you like can't do anything, can't move your body, you feel like you're getting suffocated and you are paralyzed and you go into a state of shock. You feel like something is pressing you, or some people say there's some type of spirit that's pressing you and so forth. And but there is a trick that I learned when I was around 15 years old, and it works to this day. And I recently had that experience, and it worked for me. So whether there is really a spirit that's coming and trying to suffocate you or not, we don't know, right? Because I didn't see, and I'm of the belief that there is a spirit because I'm a spiritual person, right? But if I have to admit, maybe not. Maybe it's just something that occurs on occasions, right? And no spirit involved, right? We can't prove it empirically, nor could I prove for myself, right? But whenever I had that experience, and I have it, when I was 15 years old, a friend of mine said, you must just flick your toe, because he believed there's this spirit that comes and suffocates you. And when you just, because you will be able to flick your toe. You can't move your hand, you can't, but you'll be able to flick your toe. Like that, your big toe, you can flick it against your small toe, flick it up like you're kicking. So it feels like you're kicking that person, right? Or that spirit. And whenever I used to feel it, I used to always do that. And when I recently had it, and I used to do that, and I'm really angry at it, right? That like I'm believing that this is a spirit, and I'm not afraid. I'm kicking it, saying, take that sucker. So it, like I'm believing, it feels like it's like a massive kick and a blow to it. And for the first time, I was able to lift my hand, and I was like, not with full strength, with but making an effort to punch, because you lose the full functionality, or the control of your body. And I managed to lift it, and I was like trying to box it, and it got frustrated and left, right? Or I mean, it stopped, but it always stops, Or maybe if you do nothing, it's still naturally, because it doesn't last scientifically. I done research with AI. It normally lasts from a few seconds to a few minutes and goes away, you know. And if I don't do it, it's still going to last the same. Maybe it's going to last the same amount of time. There's going to be, but I like to feel that I'm not helpless. I like to feel like I'm fighting it, right? And we should always fight. And this is the story of Joe Dispenza, right? He was into mindfulness and visualization and meditation, and then at a very young age, he became paralyzed from neck down, right? And then he started to visualize that he is okay, and he's getting better, and he's getting back his his sensations and so forth. And in a few months time, he started to get it back, and he became normal again. And there's a lot of people, the visualization worked, right? And I'm now blind now for 2.5 years. I'm doing visualization daily, and affirmation that my eyesight is here and nothing is happening, right? But I'm believing it. Not that this thing's going to work across the board, right? You have to also be, keep your feet on the ground as well, right? So similarly, when it comes to these the spiritual experience, keep your feet on the ground, right? Don't make claims, that there's a spirit, that possessing this. I believe there's a spirit. I like to believe. I like to believe in the Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and all this stuff, this Wizard of Oz, and oddly my name is Osman. So if you are suffering with stress or anxiety, try my 10-minute anxiety fix. It's just $5. I can deliver it telepathically anywhere globally. It's less than the price of a Starbucks coffee.